And speaking of Canada,
Hmm.
our movie today was made in that mythical, magical, mystical, wonderful place known as Canada,
It sure was.
particularly Toronto.
But before we get into that, we
Oh,
should introduce the show.
Oh my God!
So I don't know if I've told you about this already, but I inherited something pretty crappy from my father. And that is a spinal condition where the holes that your nerves travel through in your spine are smaller for me than they're supposed to be, which isn't a problem when you're young. Because when you're young, there's still enough space for your nerves to get through and all that stuff. But as you get older, your spine starts to compress. Everybody's does. That's just the way it goes. So with me, what happens now, that smaller amount of space for the nerves to get through has become even smaller. So I get a lot of pinching, I get a lot of back pain, sciatica all the time. Um, you start to lose some sensation in your feet and in your legs, depending on how long you've been up and around and how long you've been standing and all that sort of thing. So one day, I'm coming out of Giant Tiger, which is a store in Canada that's kind of like, let's say, it's like a Dollar General kind of sort of thing, right? It's like a value store, and I was buying two cases of, or not two cases, two six-pack of the liter bottles of Coke Zero. Okay, got one in each hand. Walking out of the store, come off a curb, and like a dumb old man, my foot hits the ground wrong, and it's my numb foot, and I start going. Okay. And
oh,
it's one of those situations where I'm going down. But the question isn't, am I going to hit the pavement? The question is, how long before I hit the pavement?
yeah.
And because I'm flapping around, I'm going like this. I'm going down for sure. I finally hit the ground. So embarrassing. These young 20-something men come up to me. Are you all right, sir? I'm like, fuck. Like, yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. It wasn't fine, but I was. By God, these young fellows were going to know I was fine. I'm
Oh,
fine.
yeah, of
I'm good.
course.
Yep. So I got up, totally embarrassed, immediately drove myself to the hospital because I landed hard on my shoulder.
Mm.
And to add insult to all of this, at the hospital, they asked, they treated me like the oldest man ever.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a falling risk, sir? Are you? No, I fell once. God damn it.
Oh, I'm just a very, very large man who fell.
Yes, once. And yes, I up my knee. And yes, I up my shoulder. But no, I'm not a falling risk. I haven't fallen. Well, I have fallen maybe a couple times since, but. And that's the story of my old ass spine. The good news about it, though, is there is a plan on fixing it. That I have to wait a little while before I do it because the recovery's a long time, but it should
Yeah.
fix everything up. So
Oh, good.
that's the good news. Yeah.
So the first thing you should do once you're all healed up
Yeah.
and recovered is test it out and fall.
Yeah, test it out, fall on my shoulder, see what
Yeah.
happens.
And
Or
if it's a bad injury, I think you could probably sue the hospital.
probably. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can do that in Canada. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm not
everything's
paying
free.
anything
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm used to America where you know a cold costs you $25,000. So
Hmm.
Ouch!
good for you up there with your socialized health care.
First thing I'm going to do is find some 20-something men, run a
Hmm.
circle around them going
Damn!
like
Yeah.
that. See, I'm not
See how
old.
that goes. Yeah.
All right. So that's the story of my back. Welcome back
Yes.
to Bottom of the Barrel.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ben. And we're scouring the bottom of the barrel to come up with the best worst movies that we can think of.
Because like us, you may take great pleasure in that for whatever reason.
Okay, now you can introduce the movie.
Okay, this movie we're doing today is one of my all-time favorites. It's a short little 45-minute romp known as Moopet Pastor, made in the wonderful, mystical, magical, wonderful land of Toronto. Do you know much about Toronto, Ben?
I work in Toronto 4 days of every week.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
some things I, as an American who's never been there, know about Toronto. One of my home team basketball team's legends, Danny Ainge, once played baseball for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hmm.
Toronto once had a mayor who was known for banging sex workers and doing cocaine and smoking crack. Rob Ford.
And
That's all I know about Toronto.
I'm gonna insert the photo of him like this right here.
Yes. But that's all I know of Toronto.
Hmm.
But that's more than enough to make me think I would love to live there someday.
It's
But
lots of fun.
mostly knowing that I could see the locations where Moopet Pastor was shot.
If you can find them. I spent some time in this movie trying to figure out where they were, but no idea. It's a
I
huge city.
I think the basement of Eyesore Cinema.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
I
been
know.
to Eyesore.
Yeah, Adam does a lot of filming and lots of stuff there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm giving away too much of the secret sauce. I don't know, especially since I could be wrong. But anyhow, our movie begins with a little monologue from Father Colm McDwink. He's a priest with a special skill. He doesn't want to call himself an exorcist because he fancies that sounds like too much of a job. It's just a skill that he has. A couple things we learned about Father Colm McDwink is one, he has a problematic mustache. And no, I don't mean he has a Hitler mustache.
Nope.
I mean he has problems keeping his mustache attached to his face. Further problematic is his accent, which ranges from Scottish to Irish to what I would just say Canadian
Canadian. Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes he forgets it.
Well, hello there. My name is Colum McDwink. Some call me Father Colum McDwink.
But our introductory scene to him is he's called by his one of his elder priests, Father Goodman, to come to his mother's old age home and exorcise a demon from her. Now, the comedic tone is set right away because the first line we get from the possessed elderly woman, played by Bob Blaschuk, who was one of my favorite Adam Riot at the Movie staple actors.
Your mother washes socks in hell.
And you say, oh, okay, so this is just going to be a harmless, family friendly take on demonic possession horror movies. But then she adds, the reason his mother washes socks in hell is because demons jizz in them, which is now I know I have exactly what I want from a movie here. This is perfection. I already know I'm going to love this movie. The decision's already made. Not much can happen. And then the possessed woman further drives the point home when she tells her son that he's fat.
So fat. They trained you as a priest at the Vatican.
That was my favorite line in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that one hits home.
So we get to see Father McDwink in action. He begins
Yeah.
the exorcism on the affected woman. He spouts out a bunch of gibberish. Some of it sounded a little bit like Klaatu Barada Nikto.
Yeah.
And
Didn't he
what do
say
you call
something
it?
about the name of the demon from Child's Play? Damballa. He talks about
Oh,
Damballa.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Damballa, the voodoo god from Child's
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah, you can keep looking for things online. I'm plugging my band's merchandise.
Holy shit, look at all that meat.
Meat. There's a link to the Spotify in the description of this video.
So, exorcism is successful, but it is not without casualty. Father Goodman has a heart attack and dies.
I thought that he had a heart attack because she called him fat, but maybe not.
See, Mr. Thorn leaves a lot of things open to interpretation. It could be that they were playing on the fact that he was elderly and obese, and the heart attack was coming anyway, or something went wrong with the exorcism and it affected him. But all we know for sure is that Father Goodman is dead.
Yep.
And McDwink's, our hero's response to this is,
Well, I'm off to the pub.
Now, Thorne says that his movie was edited with Scotch tape, but I like it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got the opening credits,
Yeah.
and things get started with Father McDwink's call to action.
Hmm.
He has to go to the church to meet Father S'mores, who I believe is played by Ian Butt.
He is. Yeah. Father
Yeah,
S'mores is Ian Butt.
so many. I mean, I love filmmakers where there's like a regular stable
Yeah.
of actors, and like they all bring their own little personality to the thing. And yeah, Ian Butt is Father S'mores, who's supposed to be a drunken elderly priest. And I think at the time of the making of this movie, he was probably in his 20s.
Yeah. You want to hear something
No,
funny about the name Butt? I knew this lady who worked with me, and I'm not going to give her first name or anything like that, but she's from Newfoundland. Okay. And her last name was Butt, right? And apparently in Newfoundland, the last name Butt is as common as like Jones or like Wilson or something like that.
really.
Yeah. So she married a guy with the last name Butt. So if she were to hyphenate her name, it would be Butt Butt. And I think that's very funny.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay,
I
proceed.
hope uh, I hope Ian someday finds a partner whose last name is also Butt,
Yeah,
so they can do that.
the Butt Butts.
But yes, Ian, I mean, he looks like he's about in his 20s at the time of the filming of this movie. No effort, no makeup to make him look old. But that's the beauty of Adam Riot Thorn's
Yeah.
movies. He just gives it to you the way
Yeah.
he lets your imagination do all the work.
He meets a lady outside having a smoke first, and I believe she's one of the producers of the movie.
Yeah,
Sister Teresa? Teresa.
sister something. Um, okay. I forgot to shut my notifications off on my computer.
That's fine. I'll say in the
Whatever.
meantime, Father Cole McDwink hates stairs.
Oh, I hate stairs. Always going up so many stairs.
He
Yeah,
says he hates stairs. You know what? Same. I hate stairs too.
running gag. He's at the church basement with Father S'mores, and Father S'mores is going on a drunken rambling tirade. But it's the first mention of a thing known as the Demons 3.
Yeah.
I'll get more into that later. But the Demons 3 is something that keeps pulling me back to this movie and is the reason why I've watched it several times.
Hmm.
But I'll get there eventually.
Okay.
So, anyhow, there's a woman named Betty. She's a
Yep.
preschool teacher. She is under the throes of a demonic possession, the likes of which the Archdiocese has never seen before. Two priests have already been dispatched to go save Betty. One of them is dead. So, Father McDwink, the Moopet pastor himself, is dispatched. So, after making his way troublingly up the stairs again, he is
Hang
on
on.
his way.
There's one thing that happens in there that's wild.
Morgan White, the cameo from Morgan White.
Yes. The spot where Father S'mores asks Colm why his accent keeps changing, and suddenly there's a man behind him losing his shit.
Why does your accent always change?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's Morgan. He does a great he runs a great little thing called the WOC archive.
Okay.
It's called with original commercials is what it stands for, and he preserves
That's what that's for. Okay.
digitally 80s 90s long lost forgotten commercials.
Yeah.
Um,
So Adam Thorne has been posting a lot about the WOC archive, and I didn't
yeah.
know what that was until this very second here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, thanks to Morgan White and his tireless efforts to preserve the commercials we grew up with.
Yeah.
Okay, so Father McDwink goes to the house. He's greeted by the young priest who survived the first attempt of exorcising the demons from Betty. And then this brings us to our actual genuinely creepy scene of the movie,
Hmm.
where they open the door to the stairway that goes up to Betty's room or apartment or whatever. The layout of that house is really confusing.
It's very strange.
It
There's a
seems
metal
like,
security door that goes up to that other
yeah,
spot, and this is one house.
yeah, and there
Yeah.
seems to be like landings and stairways.
Yeah. I don't want to dox Adam or anything, but I think that I've seen that some of his own videos, I've seen one of the rooms involved in this particular scene in there. But
Oh, probably, yeah.
yeah.
So they open the door and there's like this vacuous, like crimson light, demonic scream, and they slam the door shut. And eventually, they finally make it back up, and we meet Betty, played by Sarita Milan, who brings some real talent to the table here. She is a very good actress, a damn good screamer. I mean, her screams are like Wilhelm
Hmm.
caliber. And so, whatever. Long story short, exorcism commences. Mostly successful until Father McDwink realizes he forgot his magical branch
Which
that
looks
is
like it came
supposed.
off of a fake Christmas tree.
Yeah, and I was a little confused. Like, is that the reason that the demons he exorcised weren't banished back to hell? But then he says he forgot something that would
Yeah.
banish them back to hell. Now they're just out of her, but still in the house.
Yeah, he forgot to put them somewhere.
Yeah, so he takes his magical branch, which is like a demon locator. Eventually, he finds inside of a travel suitcase the Moopets. There are three of them, and I love them all. There's one who looks, I don't, there's kind of nondescript, just like a rag doll with pouty lips and long
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
There's the Grim Reaper,
Hmm.
and my favorite is the purple guy with the one tooth.
Oh, do you have
Uh,
them?
what's that?
Do you have them there or something?
No, no,
Okay.
God, I wish. I was looking for the cover the oh, here it is. Now this is in no way a plug for anything, but there might be a guy who is me who wrote a novelization of
Wink.
Moopet Pastor.
Boom! Headshot!
And I mean what a great cover.
Ignore the name in the top left-hand corner. He's
Yeah,
not
see Jeff,
involved.
yeah, this is all Adam Thorn. This other guy, Jeff O'Brien, who is still Melanie O'Brien Brian right
Oh
there.
shit.
Um, But yeah, there is a novelization of Moopet Pastor. Yes, it was written by me, but that's not what this is about. So
Crash. That's where I'm gonna add a crash sound effect,
I
everyone.
figured, yeah, like a window shattering
Yeah.
or something.
I love the fact that there's also an ad for constipation right behind Jeff.
Oh yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
paid like $55 for that at my local antique store.
Let me tell you, folks, constipation is the least of our problems.
That was most of mine. Metamucil every night. But because of the Metamucil, I am quite
Yeah.
regular and I
Okay, good.
large, healthy,
Stool.
uh, good textured bowel movements.
Like good American stool that you need to have a poop knife to cut through?
No, no, no.
Okay.
That's what it's like when I don't take my
Oh
Metamucil.
my God.
Yeah, when I
I've
do, it's just, easy disposal, clean wipe, go about my day happy, right as rain.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Father McDwink has found the three Moopets inside of one of Betty's travel cases. Betty wakes up. She's kind of in a daze from being exercised. She finds him, and he's very, very concerned about these three puppets
Yeah.
because what was mentioned earlier, the demons three. We have three puppets, and he wants to know, "Who's Betty? What are these puppets? Are these demonic?" And she says, "No, they're just puppets, hand puppets my preschool students made." Okay, fine. The young priest gets a little too close, and we learn that either these are the demons three, or perhaps the demon in the house has latched on to the puppets because the purple one with the single tooth, who I love so much, and I will probably make an offer to Adam if I could own such a movie prop, bites the young priest on the neck and much carnage ensues. Father McDwink, our hero, takes Betty and they run and escape from the house, while the young priest is brutally murdered, dismembered, tied to a chair with pentagram paste painted on his chest. I just absolutely love it. There's a scene where the puppets are eating little plastic body parts.
He goes for a pint and leaves the girl behind.
He's yeah, Betty is still very concerned and he's very dismissive. Look, you're fine. You don't worry about it. You're not possessed anymore. Father, Son, Holy Spirit off to the
Yeah.
pub.
She doesn't have her
And
glasses though. I think that's the big problem. She can't
yeah, she
see.
doesn't she has still lost her glasses
Yeah.
and she calls him out.
You're not a very good priest, are you?
And now we get this real moral dilemma. Heavy is the burden of the one who carries it, or whatever the fuck that quote. The hero's call to action, the classic mythological Campbellian call to action. It's not always taken without protest by the hero. It's far more
It's true.
believable when it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
if I had to do something like that, I'd probably take some time to think about it.
I'd rather have a few pints at the pub than go back into a house full
Oh,
of demons, for
I
sure.
so I'm not judging you, Father Colin McDwink.
Yeah.
You did what you had to do. So then Sister Florence shows up,
Yeah.
and I think this might be my favorite scene in the movie. Nothing to do with like uh, a nun kink or anything like that, because that's definitely not me. She comes to the door, and the door is answered by the three puppets wearing a blanket disguised as one person. And what do they say? My favorite line of the movie.
We are definitely not three puppets. We are totally a human being.
And so neither.
One thing that I really like that happened right before that is when Betty goes back into the house. There's a real homage to Evil Dead 2 that's going on there when
Yeah,
all the things in the house.
I
Sorry?
had that in my notes and I
Yeah.
skipped over it because I was
Yeah.
busy thinking about nuns. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and like there's a really creepy like xylophone toy,
Yeah.
and there's a thing that looks like a hot dog with a face that keeps
Yeah.
popping up in the screen.
You can tell like a lot of filmmakers love Evil Dead 2
Oh
and
yeah,
like to throw their homages in there, and that is
yeah,
definitely like you could see that one. It was really good.
yeah. That
I
was
thought it was
another
fun.
one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
That was great.
Mhm.
But yeah, so she passes out, and then the nun shows up,
Yeah.
and she is quickly subdued, and they tie her up,
Yeah.
and
And then
then
we get an intermission.
we get an intermission
Yeah, it's fun.
where the puppets sing the "Let's Go to the Lobby" song. I absolutely love it. These are the things I love about
Yeah.
Adam Thorn. He
Yeah.
When he makes a movie, he puts these things into it that are so obvious, but you would never think of.
Yeah.
Or he takes something like there's no way to make an intermission scene look good on paper, but he does it,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. Uh, all One of my all-time favorite filmmakers.
Yeah.
I will say that I approached him about letting me do a novelization of the movie, and he granted me full carte blanche to do whatever I wanted. And it's more like a novelization of the movie plus two sequels. I made it in three parts.
Really?
The second and third parts are like part two and part three, and it's all dumb shit that I came up with. It was
Oh,
probably the most fun I've ever had writing a book.
that's cool.
So that was our intermission where I plugged myself.
Did you plug yourself? I'm gonna clip that too.
Yes, yeah, plug myself. I'm plugged as we speak. If it looks like I'm sitting kind of funny. Enough of that. So Betty wakes up from her little demon infestation or whatever you want to call it. The books are flying at her and inanimate objects are making noise. She can't find her glasses, and we get another gag. I love the classic gags that Adam gives us. The nun is tied up outside of the door of her room on the landing, one of what might be several landings in the house. And because she doesn't have her glasses, she walks right by the tied up nun who's gagged and doesn't see her at all. Makes her way downstairs, and our hero, Father Cole McDwink, is back. He's had a change of heart. He's
Now,
had
is
his
there a
pints.
continuity issue here? Because The beginning of this movie, when when he first goes to see Betty, it looks like there's snow on the ground. But
Yeah.
now we can hear cicadas, and cicadas in Toronto are August.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't. I never put that together. I do know that in the beginning of the movie, there are snow scene. There is like snow on the ground outside the
Yeah.
church. But I think that that intro scene, I think that was not supposed to be like the day before. I think like
Right.
some time has passed.
Okay. Well, I think that this may have taken him some time to put together because I think that there's some like a good there's a good seasonal shift in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he meant to do that. I don't. When Adam Thorne does something, I don't question it.
He does complain about how hot it is now too, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's back and he sits down with Betty on the porch and he starts telling her about the Demons 3. So now we'll get into why what I love so much about the Demons 3.
Okay.
And I won't let it become too much of a tirade. The movie book I'm working on, the chapter where I cover Moopet Pastor, I spend about 3 pages on this. But see, we've got these things called the Demons 3. We never really find out what they are. I love that because what Adam Thorne has done is he's created this like universe of his own, and he's smart enough to not let us in on everything that's going on. There's more going on in the universe that Mooper Pastor takes place in than we're allowed to know. Keeps you wondering. So the tirade that I'm going to avoid going on is my classic snobby millennial opinion on Star Wars. You know, my imagination did such a better job than George Lucas did of filling in the blanks
Yeah.
of what happened before the original trilogy. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I will go on for days.
Well, that's what my problem has always been with Star Wars versus Star Trek. Star
Mm-hmm.
Trek, they try and tell you too much what's going on, and who gives
Mm-hmm.
a shit? Star Wars was great initially because you got to imagine what all everything that was happening. They didn't tell you, okay, no, here's this engine and this is how this works. And like, who cares, you
Yeah,
know?
I could give. That's why I don't read a lot of sci-fi, is because I
Yeah.
couldn't care less how the spaceship works.
Yeah.
I just care that there is a spaceship and there may be people somewhere on the spaceship. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about engines and jet propulsion, anti-gravity, whatnot, what have you.
Dilithium crystals. Who
Yeah,
cares? Yeah. Yeah. We just lost like 3 fans. It's fine.
yeah. Bye. So yeah, so that's my deal with the Demons 3. I'm
Yeah.
like always wondering about what else is going on in this world.
Hmm.
There could be an expanded universe of Multipaster. He's got the gears in my head turning.
All right.
Part of the reason I wanted so badly to novelize the movie. So they go back upstairs because Betty tells them that when she was coming down, she hadn't found her glasses.
Yeah.
She thought she heard someone struggling or something. So of course they go up and they find Sister Florence.
We did miss my favorite part, my second favorite part in the movie.
What's that?
That was when they were on the porch. Colm was talking about the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Pestilence, wind, upset stomach, diarrhea. I don't know.
Yeah,
And then you could hear the cameraman laughing because
yeah,
he must have improvised that. So,
yeah,
go
yeah. And
ahead.
that's another thing that I put in my notes because I love the Pepto Bismol song.
Yeah,
Um, but when I'm in performance mode, I just kind of I improvise
that's
more than I
fine.
actually look at my notes.
Yeah.
And my other favorite part of that scene is the plane flying overhead.
It happens in Toronto.
Yeah. So I mean, he was just he's a realist. He was
Yeah.
okay. So they go up to find the nun, and we get some puns here. Father Colm McDwink introduces Sister Florence as a nun with a bad habit.
She's known as a sister with a bad habit.
Yep.
Love it, Adam. So then there's just this confusing scene where he assures everyone that the puppets won't escape. They want to infest the house. That's where they
Mm.
want to be. And sure enough, they go right out the window.
Colm tells Sister Florence to calm her tits,
Mm.
and then after she calls him a f***ard.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there is some language that hasn't aged well. Uh, I mean, it's been almost 10 years since they made the movie, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would not hold it against Adam for
No, it's
throwing.
fine.
Lord knows I said worse things than that.
How the puppets can't leave the hoose. The
Yeah.
puppets do leave the hoose. They left the hoose.
And Father McDwink goes after them with his magical branch thing that helps him locate the puppets. The puppets they're on a rampage through town.
Yeah.
He finds them at some guy's house. If I remember correctly, the guy answers the door with his eyes already gouged out.
Does he? I didn't notice that. I didn't clock that.
Well, the guy's yeah, I think his eyes are gouged out or something. He's pretty much already dead when he answers the door. That's all. That's all I can
Yeah.
remember for sure. And then he finds the wife in the kitchen, and he all but just about saves her until we realize that these puppets have guns.
The skull puppet has a gun.
Yes, the Grim Reaper puppet packs heat.
Yeah, that Grim Reaper puppet, after it kills Sister Florence, then it kills her with a knife, and the wound that it makes is very funny. I couldn't figure out if it was strawberry jam or if it was
Mm.
Vaseline with some red food dye in it. It was very goopy blood.
If I were to place bets, I'd probably say strawberry jam.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that's something Adam would think
Delicious.
of. So now we get the first puppet Moopet Pastor showdown. The puppet who I don't know how to describe other than
Yeah, the yellow one.
yeah. She fights Father McDwink, and it results in one of my favorite reveals ever in any movie. And do you know what that is?
Yep. Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
That the puppets have skulls underneath their
Yes.
their
Oh,
felt.
I was all but standing up and cheering in my living room the first time I saw that.
I was on the TTC, that's the Toronto subway when I saw
Yeah,
that. And yes, I was very amused too.
yeah. I like
Almost as amused as I was when Colm dodges all the bullets Matrix style, going
yeah.
and making noises too, going zoo.
And I think at one point he even says, "Oh, I think the bullet went that way." Okay, good. And for good measure, he takes a drill and drills quickly into the puppet skull, and that's that. And then he goes back to Betty's house.
He fries it up in a pan too. I'm not sure if he actually set it on fire too, but I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
No.
So Betty greets him at the door again, and they go in to find Sister Florence's leg in the dryer.
Yeah. I put in my notes that the puppets like to chop people up and put them in things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we find the priest, the young priest. We find his hand in the toilet, and which raises. I know Betty was confused. Like, how did they fit all of him in the toilet?
Yeah.
Um, but they actually put the rest of him in the tub,
Yeah. Which makes more
and we get
sense.
a pretty gross puking scene real quick there.
It's folks at home. It's a split second of Betty and Colm just dropping stuff out of their mouths into the tub.
Yeah,
Just
there's
blah.
something about it. I don't know if it was the color of whatever they came out of their mouth, but it was just nasty. So there is one puppet already dead,
Yeah.
but there's another about to attack, and that's the Grim Reaper. He latches right onto Betty.
Yeah. You know what? I could never figure out her name was Betty, so I just called her preschool through all of my notes.
Oh, I think it's only said a couple times,
Yeah.
but obviously, if I novelized the book,
You'd
I
have to know.
researched the movie
You
extensively.
can't call her preschool through the whole book.
Yeah. So Betty gets her eyes gouged out and murdered
hmm Looks
by
pretty
the
funny
Grim
too.
Reaper puppet. And oh yeah, but not before Father McDwink shouts out,
Feck! Feck! Fook!
and then we get this really weird scene where somehow the Grim Reaper puppet hypnotizes
Uses
Calm,
magic.
puts him to sleep, and he wakes up in the church basement again.
Yep.
Bob Blaschuk, the guy who played Father Goodman's mother, appears as a ghost, starts spouting off the names of 90s movies.
Hurry.
Do the thing you do.
Stupid. Hurry, come on.
Do the
Bring
right
it.
thing.
It was like Save the Last Dance. I can't remember. I forget what the other ones were. Oh, That Thing You Do. I think he mentions.
They transpose an MS Paint skull on the
Yeah,
screen a couple of times, and I love it.
yeah. If I ever get a tattoo again, I want that MS Paint skull on me somewhere.
On the top of
And
your head.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. And
and
his mustache is gone.
yeah. Father McDwink realizes that his mustache is gone, and he tries to summon it by what looks like he's trying to make himself shit his pants. It seems to work. It comes back for a second, but it's on wrong.
Yeah.
And then I think it disappears again, or whatnot, what have you. It was a very peculiar scene. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what that was all about. I sometimes wonder if there are like inside jokes
Oh, probably.
that the viewer is not in on.
Yeah.
But he summons himself back to wakefulness, where he does battle with. He meets the skull puppet again, and this is such a great fight scene,
It's my favorite fight scene of almost any movie that I've ever seen. Like
right?
even better than John Wick 4, you
It's
know?
so good.
Yeah.
The giant like skull puppet with the huge head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Somebody's gone through with MS Paint and added lines for when something happens, like a dick kick, I
yeah,
was punching there, but a dick kick, and then it'll say dick kick in MS
yeah,
Paint, and then some effects
yeah,
around what's
like a
happening. It's like
MS
my
Paint
favorite thing.
version of like the '60s Batman show.
Exactly. Yeah, it's my favorite fight scene of any movie, even
Yeah, it's
better
pretty.
than the one between Donnie Yen and Keanu Reeves and John Wick
Yeah,
4.
pretty epic. And the dick kick doesn't seem to quite do the trick. But then he takes off his mustache and hits him with the mustache. And then after a short incantation, we think that the skull puppet demon is vanquished.
hmm
He crumbles, his head falls off, but then he turns into like a human skeleton with a robe,
Yeah,
and the Moopet pastor pulls the bones apart and beats him to death with his own bones.
yeah,
And then I think he's finally done,
yeah.
and
But not,
he
but in between there, he quoted the prophet D. Snyder from the Church of Twisted Sister
yep,
and told
yep,
him that he's going to burn in hell,
mhm,
which is the best Twisted Sister song too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Destroyer is is pretty great.
Yeah.
It's like I think
Um,
that's like their most metal song.
um, the blade edge one, the edge of the blade or edge of the that one's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so
Talking
much good Twisted Sister beyond we're not gonna take it.
right. Twisted Sister Talk with Jeff and Ben.
I want to rock. So as the bones of the Grim Reaper puppet demon crumble, Moopet Pastor finds a necklace in there, a terribly haunted item, and it brings him to the realization that it was not the Demon's Three. It was just a haunted necklace
A
that was in
possessed
one of the
item.
puppets, a possessed
hmm
item, yeah.
Yeah.
And he quickly takes care of that, lays it to rest by hiding it in a mason jar.
Yep. He contained it.
I think the necklace tells him to go himself
Something like that.
before he closes the lid on it, and he offers Betty's eyeless corpse a little blessing, and that's it. He all he knows is that it must have been the parents of the children that Betty teaches in preschool.
Yeah. So after
So I think
one day and two visits to the pub
yeah,
later.
it was one day, two trips to the pub later. He's out canvassing neighborhoods, or like it's like he has an address book with the parents of Betty's students in it. So he goes to one house And do you want to tell us who he finds at this house?
He finds his evil brother, his twin brother, who is
Mhm.
also played by Adam Thorn, but this time with no mustache, no accent, and he's wearing a pretty sweet Misfit shirt too.
Well, to me, he has an accent.
Oh yeah, to you he has an
Yeah.
accent, but to me no.
Oh, hey there. What you
Oh hey
talking about?
there. Oh, it's me, your evil brother, there, buddy.
And how does he take care of his brother? What does Colm McDrink do?
Dick kick.
Yes,
Another dick
delivers the
kick.
dick kick. And we think that's the end. The credits roll.
Hmm.
But you might have forgotten that there's still one puppet out there.
One poopet. One poopet is
Yeah, one
left.
Moopet, the purple guy with the single tooth, and he pops out from behind the house saying, "You guys forgot about me. Eat
Hee
it."
hee hee.
And then Le Fin. Our movie has come to a close.
We didn't talk about the denouement in that one, but this movie is short, so
Yeah,
the whole thing's the denouement, really.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I think there are
Now,
denouements longer than this whole movie.
yeah. Now your books, so they pick up with the purple guy?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I wrote these like 4 years ago, and
Oh,
I'll be honest with you, they have not. The book has not sold many copies. I pick up, I start the second part with like a new adventure, and then it all comes back around with Betty's ghost gets involved,
oh, okay.
and all kinds of silly stuff.
All right. Well,
But again,
don't give it away because then people have no reason to buy it.
right.
Yeah.
And this is not about me. This is about the film.
This is about Adam Riot Thorn.
Yes. So Ben, what do you give? What do you give Moopet Pastor?
You know what? Sometimes peek behind the curtain. We give a lot of movies 10 out of 10 on this particular program, but and sometimes it may be a little bit facetious. May not be entirely honest. Not to call our integrity into question, of course, but
Integrity. Yeah.
yeah, this movie is a definite 10 out of 10 for me. Hooray,
I'm
10 out
so
of 10.
happy.
Yeah.
I am. I thought that this might be another case of like vampire time travelers.
No, not this time. Yeah, this or like with the opposite with us with oh, what was the one that you hated? You've hated a few of the ones that I put out, but yeah. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was great. Lots of fun. I loved I wanted to try and figure out where in Toronto they were
Hmm.
when they were walking around and all that sort of business. Because some of those places are probably places that I've been to in the past. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've definitely been to Eyesore Cinema. I've not been in the basement. I've been in the viewing room and where they sell the tapes and CDs and DVDs and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, I loved it a lot, and I'm glad that I've connected with Adam now, and that I'm going to go and visit one of his events one day. It'll be fun.
As you should.
Hmm. How about
And
you, Jeff? What do you think?
I will say 10 out of 10. And the most unironic, genuine 10 out of 10 you could give a movie like Moped Pastor. It's just brilliant.
Yeah. Lots of fun. We're gonna do more stuff like that. If we can get our hands on more Adam Thorne movies too, let's do those.
Oh, I think I have them all at this
Do you?
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Um, One of the things that we're gonna be doing in the upcoming future as well is we did Fish Piss by Janice.Click. We're also gonna do a movie called Donkey Dick Pills
Oh, yeah.
coming in the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I guess brings us to the end of a slightly shorter episode of Moopet Pastor.
Of Moped Pastor.
Slightly shorter episode of Bottom of the Barrel, but it's a slightly shorter movie, so it's all good. I had a lot of fun talking about it. I had a lot of fun
Me
watching
too.
it. I'm glad that Jeff opened my eyes to this movie. I'm sorry that we forgot to change our names, although that's Melanie O'Brien sitting next to me, and yeah. Apart from that. As always, you can subscribe to both of our channels by clicking the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Both of our channel names will come up. You can hit subscribe on both of them. It takes you a second. It costs you $0, and you can subscribe to as many channels as you want. Did you know that?
For
Yeah,
free.
It's unlimited too. You can subscribe to if you wanted to subscribe to 80,000 channels. I don't know if you could do that. Probably. You'd have a really weird algorithm, but if our channel's in there and you watch our stuff, that's great. You can watch on Jeff's channel. You can watch him play bass, and you can watch him also do a movie with his lovely wife called The Haunting of Randy. Lots of fun. And please come and join us for more Bottom of the Barrel next week. Goodbye. I'm doing the thumb thing too.